for a few weeks now, probably actually for a few months, and I've had a few people ask me if I was going to do all signs readings. I will do all signs, but only in the live. So we're going to be doing water signs for today's live. You could be a Pisces, you could be a Cancer or a Scorpio. You could also have Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio anywhere in your chart. As all of us, even if you don't have it in your chart, it's somewhere in a house. So feel free to take in a deep breath whenever you watch or come across this reading, this live, and just to see what resonates most with you. Hello, hello. I'm seeing the hearts already. Feel free to say hello in the comments. Hello, Hades. How are you? There we go. Care and compassion. I'm going to put it back. Hello, Hades. I hope you don't mind that I call you that. HBK. That's my nickname. Well, maybe my nickname too. There we go. Hi, Laura. That's his nickname. Hi, Mario. Hi, Tammy. Tired of being betrayed and ripped off. Yes. I'm good, HB Kennel. I've been resting. I think a lot of us, you know, where I've seen a lot of the collective going through really big shifts and changes. For me, I've been going through a really big cellular reset. That's probably one of the biggest I've ever been through. I grew up playing sports, so I'm used to being very active, and I'm sitting down where I've just been surrendering to my physical body. And again, like a lot of crystalline activations, where like overnight, even the foods that I eat had really shifted, you know, not really eating a lot of sugar right now. Hello, you wish. Hello, Arcadews, how are you? Hi, Mario. We're going to be getting in a reading for the water signs. I was saying that a lot of people have been asking for all signs readings. I'm going to be going live for fire signs, water signs, air signs, and earth signs. Today we're going to be doing water signs. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, not just Pisces, but all water signs. And you could have it anywhere in your birth chart. You cut carbs too. Yeah, I'm someone that I burn a lot of calories, so I usually eat a lot. However, my body, through these cellular shifts and changes of the ascension, I can't really have sugar, you know, and I'm someone who doesn't even really drink sugar. I'm someone who doesn't drink soda already, but my body has really been craving just like pure raw foods, you know, a lot of sleepy days. Managed to fast 3 days. Yes, get in the rest. Feel free to, and we've just been saying this, you know, when it comes to Blue Rose Temple, the blue ray, so the cosmic blue ray of light, is all about alignment with God's will, your soul truth, your soul destiny. So feel free to put in the comments below, my soul destiny is anchored. Whenever I say that, I always think of like the Earth Star chakra. My soul destiny is anchored. And whenever I say that, I always see like a lightning bolt going into the Earth Star chakra. Feeling drained. Yes, the cellular activations have been something. Again, I'm someone who, I played sports all my life. I was track for many years. I played basketball for over 10 years. I was a point guard. So I was the one running, and so like my physical body isn't used to weeks and weeks of rest. But I think a lot of us have been surrendering, you know, whether it be whatever's going on in the world, in our lives. For some of us, our physical bodies, our wombs, you know, but for me, it's been a lot of cellular activation, purging, and my entire diet had shifted like overnight. Where again, I'm already someone who, I don't really drink soda. I don't, you know, eat a lot of processed foods, but my body can only take like the raw foods, you know, fruits and vegetables, waters, etc. Thank you to whoever is moderating. Yes, you know, and sometimes we just have to rest. We just have to be in surrender, and that's definitely CA native. Are you in Cali? I do. That's my only what is it called? Astrocartography line in the mainland of the USA is Los Angeles, California. So I should be there, but no, I'm not. I'm in the Northeast actually. Ended it good with moose stew. I just bought a bunch of stuff for stew as well, so maybe it's a collective thing that we're just eating some stew. Moose! I've never tried moose before. I've tried alligator, eel. I've tried like, you know, different odd things, but I've never tried moose. Hi, Robin. How are you? Yes, put it in the comments below. My soul destiny is anchored. Can you give us a fit check? That is so funny. I just posted a video of I guess that's like a fit check, but I'm in sweatpants, if anyone's wondering. That is the vibe of the collective right now, is sweatpants. Yes, when you know, yes, in your old blood, I need animals, protein, carbs. Yes, me too. You know, I'm someone that, now I will say, like when it comes to your blood type, thank you actually, HB Kendall, for mentioning that. When it comes to our blood types, you know, human design, astrology, Akashic records, we have all of these different ways to like find out how we best operate in the world. I'm someone that I need some L-carnitine, you know, I need some protein in my diet too. I burn calories just by thinking. And so I'm someone who does too. Hello, beautiful. I am Dontrell. How are you? Moose is very lean. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I've never tried moose. I've eaten duck, alligator, eel. Eel sushi is really good. But I've never tried moose. So today we're going to be doing water signs. I have been asked by many people, do you do all signs? And I'm going to do it on the lives only. So on lives, we'll do water signs. Some days we'll do fire signs, earth signs, and air signs. I will say it probably will be impromptu. And it'll be just a few days a week. But it won't necessarily be on a schedule. I may just show up and do a group of signs. So today is going to be Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. You could have that anywhere in your chart. It's also remembering that even if you don't have a placement, you still have a house of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Like for example, I have no Cancer in my chart, but my Cancer is my midheaven, at least in tropical astrology. And then in Vedic astrology, my midheaven is Gemini. I know it will be hard to get, but you are my personal reader. Oh, much love, Cran. California. Well, I know I love your videos, and you will. Thank you. Yeah, California. It's funny. California was calling me today. I'm reading the comments here. We're going to be getting in a reading. Try bison. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I like to get like the free range. If I do eat meat, I will say I'm not a vegan. I'm sorry. Holy Spirit. Sorry, I'm not a vegan. But I do get like the grass, you know, the free range, things like that. And I guess that's why we pray over our food, right? You know, and I don't know why we're getting into, maybe I think it's because HB Kendall is here. HB Kendall is a veterinarian, you know, but we absorb the energy, right? Even plants, you know, we still absorb the energy of plants as well. And so always pray over your food, as no matter what happened, right? Like before the life of the animal, you pray over it, you raise the vibration of just any food it is that you eat. Pisces, the ruling animals. Hi, loyal Kenny, how are you? Bison is good. Ooh, wild turkey, yeah, wild turkey is good. Beaver, I have never tried beaver. HB Kendall, you brought this conversation, I love it. Tsunami in a live stream, of course there is. Dublin. Thontis, what is the chosen? Maybe we could talk about that. Now we are going to be getting in a water signs reading. Again, it's going to be for all Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But we can also get in a spiritual check too. This is kind of just our soul tribe hangout while we get in a reading. So feel free to put in any questions it is that you may have. We could have open conversations here. I've been told I'm one of the chosen. What does that mean? Now, not everyone will agree with this. I feel like everyone subconsciously is chosen. If you chose to reincarnate here, you chose to be here, right? And then from there, it's like remembering who you are. You know, where innately we did all choose to be here. We did not have to reincarnate to, at least in some, you know, cultures, religions, one of the lowest incarnations is Earth. You know, and so we chose to be here. And I think going beyond that, you know, when it comes to chosen, you know, it's living in your highest truth timeline, you know, whatever that may mean for you, your soul mission, your soul purpose. Above all is like holding that Christed Sophia frequency. We did have Holy Spirit on the bottom of the deck, now Cloak of Wisdom. Cooking meat is rotting it. Pisces, Gemini, Virgo. I like salads too. I do too. I honestly eat, I don't look like it. I eat just about anything. The only thing I don't eat is canned tuna. Other than that, I will basically eat anything that you put in front of me, but I don't look like it. Hello. How did the last lunar eclipse make you feel? I felt a massive shift. The last lunar eclipse, that was the 999 portal. It was a huge cellular reset for me, where I had like a few ceremonies. You know, I had a few things going on myself. So I went to different ceremonies. As some of you saw, I went to New York, and my life really did shift, you know, where it was, I mean, the Piscean energy, right? Duality, where there was shadow, but my life changed in a very positive way. You know, I will say my diet shifted overnight, so I've just been adjusting to that as well. You know, where again, I'm not really like a soda person anyway, processed, you know, foods, sugars, even sweets. But like I can barely even tolerate cane sugar right now. And so my body, our bodies are just crystallizing cellular upgrades, and they're just doing its thing. I know canned tuna is the one thing that I don't like. I'm so sorry. I'm from India, all blessings, and it is the 9 days, so you're probably fasting as well. I was going to fast, but I had already purged so much the week before that, you know, just I had to really regain my own nutrients, so I didn't fast for those 9 days, but I have it in prayer. HB Kennel, and yes, we can. Next weekend, feel free to contact me. Oh, I love canned tuna on toast with mayonnaise. Oh, I know. For me, it's just the smell of tuna, but that's like the one food that I can't. I've tried so many times. 9 means complete, yes. What is that to a Pisces woman? So 9, right, closing out final karmic cycles. You know, the 999 portal was releasing of parallel and lower timelines, right? Where it's like, yeah, that's a path you can take. It's not the highest, right? You know, I channel a lot through the cosmic blue ray of light. You know, my name is Blue Rose Temple, but what it really represents is the cosmic blue ray of light. And the blue rose is just an emanation of that ray of light. You know, and that ray of light is like a full spectrum, and it goes really deep of the mysteries of the cosmic blue ray. But at least from what I've been seeing is it's like alignment with soul destiny. It's alignment with our highest timelines and truth. You know, I was telling a few people this past weekend that, remember guys, this happens every 250 years. We're in the first 10 years of Pluto and Aquarius. Of course, some is going down, right? We're in the first 10 years of this Pluto shift. The first 10 to 15 years is when everybody doesn't agree. There's wars, there's conflicts, this and that. You know, so that's why I've been saying it's like, let's just go on a spaceship and let's just bring Venus down to Earth, or let's just go to Venus. You know, I do have a workshop, the Venusian Mysteries, that's 55 USD. We're going to go deep into the mystery schools of what Venus actually is. Now, the blue rose grows on Venus, but it grows on the dark side of Venus, and it represents higher heart alchemy. And those are codes that are being anchored on Earth right now, the blue rose. But the Venusian Mysteries, we're also going to be going over your personal Venus in your birth chart. Go check out in astrology, your Venus, if you unlock it, you can optimize and utilize it at its highest potential and degree. And it depends on where your Venus is, so the sign and also the house, but we're going to be going over that in the workshop and a few more things. Feel free to go to 144bluerosetemple.com. It's only 55 USD. Play drums with the bloody eye. I've seen a lot of people go through like activations with their body where, and you know, some people even get like colds. And I will say, when you have something big happen with your physical body, it's a cellular reset. You know, when people get like sick, right? Even physical injuries, it's actually usually a cellular reset, where that's the way that the body kind of gets like shocked in order for whatever to happen quicker. You know, I find that when things happen with the physical body, it's really like the way that the body and cells are purging. And you mentioned your bloody eye there too. I'm thinking of Horus and Odin. When Horus and Odin lost an eye, they got some sort of wisdom. Try to get sugar from fruits. Yes, from fruits. That's what I've been doing. Don't choose the most sweet fruits too, especially people which insult resistance, and use fibers in diet. Yes, are important. Yes, I'll be getting in the vitamins as well. All right, let's get in this reading for water signs. So I'm going to be going live for all signs just randomly. We may pop up with a fire signs reading, air signs, earth signs. Today is going to be water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right, so take in a deep breath, connect with the inner source of yours to see what parts of this reading may resonate with you. Still, the reading is general and timeless. You got highly intoxicated naturally. That's funny. I picked our grapes and brewed some wine. Yeah, isn't it a fermentation? Is that what it's called? Isn't it bees that can like eat rotten apples and also have the same effect? All right, Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God for the water signs. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You could have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio anywhere in your birth chart. What do we have for the water signs today? What's coming in for the water signs? I want to know what's coming in and touching Earth. All right, what is coming in for the water signs? You're right about that, because even they say that lemons aren't real. We're like the true lemons were limes, I believe. Yeah, I can't do any of that. You said I don't drink alcohol or do drugs. I can't either. Nothing. I'm very sensitive to energy. Divine Mother, even caffeine, where I was able to drink more coffee even 3-4 weeks ago than I can now. So my body's just been going through a reset. Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God, for the water signs in the collective, the water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, remembering that you can have it anywhere in your birth chart. What do we have for the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio collective? What is coming in for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? Now, I will say Pisces, you're probably going to feel the collective energy more though, where we have Pisces in the North Node. What do we have for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? What's coming in? What is coming in for the water signs? What's coming in for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? Now Pisces, this was a little bit in your reading, but it's still for Cancer and Scorpio as well. Light activation, shine your light, Sanat Kumara and Kalima. Now I am feeling like the crystalline temples. Whenever I think of Sanat Kumara, I think of the crystalline temples, and I always feel it like 8 to 12 dimensional energy whenever I feel Sanat Kumara. And for some reason also Commander Ashtar may resonate with you. Thank you, HB Kennel. HB Kennel, I'm going to add you as a moderator as well. If you ever go live, I will moderate for you too. Let's see. Coffee is a fruit. I love coffee, but I've had to just do decaf now. Or again, it's like my body has become even extra sensitive. So we have Kalima, facing fear, light activation. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. As you can see, there's like light language here. Now some of you could speak light language, or you draw sacred geometry in light language. All right, but there's something that's shining from the inside out is what I'm seeing here for you Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And I'm going to get an Isis message actually here. Some of you can resonate with Goddess Isis, Sanat Kumara, or even Kalima. For water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What do we have for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? For Kalima, facing fear and light activation. And what I see in the collective is like a fire cleansing. You know, that could be 999 portal, could be eclipse season. Whenever you're watching this, it can be for you. But I'm seeing like a holy fire that only cleanses and clears what needs to be cleansed and cleared. And actually what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is like a little crystal, you know, where like it leaves just this. And that could be the body, right? Like we are crystallizing all of our bodies. And it could just be very symbolic for your life. What do we have for facing fear and light activation for water signs? What do we have for facing fear and light activation? Yeah, facing fear over here. Why? Because it is your birthright to live and to reclaim your divine destiny or your soul destiny. Path of the divine warrior over here. Guan Yin is right over here. Yes, she did stop in for a hello. She's on the bottom of the deck over here. So she is here. Let's see over here. Thank you, HB Kennel. Emilgiano. Oh, yes. I actually also had an experience with Yeshua. A very profound one in the past like 3 weeks or so. So he's definitely been coming through. Yes, as I go through in the reading, I'll talk a little bit about the Akashic Records too. Yes, there goes Guan Yin. So we do have Pyramid of Light, stepping the vibration deeper into love. In the midst of the world changing, right? Again, we're in the first 10 to 15 years of Pluto and Aquarius. And so I feel like it's just a truth for us to accept, where actually what's coming through is another High Priestess that's done something that, and the exact words that come through is like very valuable. As a light worker, we cannot control the world. And we want to, right? As an empath, we want to fix the world and to fix the people and this and that. The best thing that you can do, probably especially in the first 10 to 20 years of like any Pluto shift, is anchoring in the heart space. There's a lot of the prophetic timelines we can't necessarily control, but we can control ourselves. We can control us, right? Not tethering to the timelines of fear, right? And as I say that, what's coming through is, as a light worker, as an empath, you have every right. Number one, your energetic field is sovereign. Two, you have every right to, and what I'm seeing is untethering, like cutting cords with collective pain, trauma, emotional, mental bodies, where you do not have to feel the collective, It's a sacred service for you, 144,000, to lead, to live your soul destiny. And we do have Pyramid of Light over here. And it's asking us to come like into the temple of the heart, right? And again, it's like understanding the first 10 to 20 years of any Pluto shift is chaotic, right? Kalima energy here, where it's the awakening of the world, right? So when people awaken, what do they awaken from? The root. And so as a light worker, it's like understanding that, remaining in the heart space in the midst of the world awakening, being in the world, not being of it, and just simply being the observer. Ooh, you're starting a fire. I love that. All right, let us get a few more cards, and then we're going to be getting in the tarot for water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Now water, you are water, right? So you have water energy, right? That's the emotions, it is the unseen, it's that feminine energy of being fluid, intuition, all of that. Water signs, you are the most sensitive out of any other sign, right? You feel the unseen more than any other sign, which means that maybe it's your own life, right? Maybe it's your own world, maybe it is the world. You're going to feel this energy more than anyone. And so what Spirit is saying is just remain in the heart, set those energetic boundaries for water signs, for the Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Oh, there we go. Ooh, yeah, galactic energy. Thank you, HB Kennel. HB Kennel and I are going live soon. Will Mr. Shazzy pay me back? I pray that people would stop. Yeah. And what is black magic is just simply control, right? And black magic is the tongue, it's the thought, where it's these days, it's not just the candles, it's the people's tongue, it's the thoughts of control, right? And all of those different things. Now we do have the Light Priestess, Galactic Wisdom, Cosmic Ritual. We have Aurora's Garden, Beginning, Initiate, and Origin. All right, you are the light, High Priest or Priestess. Hi, Marlon. How are you? Galactic Wisdom. Oh, water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You're in this world. You're not of it. Part of this is also like what's coming through is the prophecy. It's understanding like the higher truth, right? Where for those of you who maybe are on my email newsletter, I explained the other day what a galactic soul mission is. For some of you water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you have a galactic mission. Now, you could also have many other different energies, right? Shamanic, it could be starseed mission. Some souls do have earthbound missions, so feel free to go look it up, the different types of like light worker and soul missions. For some of you, you are here to bring the future. And that's what Sanat Kumara did, right? Now we even think of Commander Ashtar, which I also mentioned in the beginning of the reading. He helped the 144,000 come from Venus to Earth to anchor higher heart alchemy and codes for humanity's evolution, right, etc. And that's what I'm seeing over here. Water signs. You know, you're being activated at this time. For some of you, maybe receiving even different insights about your mission. You may be very galactic as well. Some of you have galactic wisdom here. All right, I'm going to grab just a few more cards for the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Why do we have the Pyramid of Light, Galima, and Sanat Kumara? Now, some of you, we have past life here, so we'll see what this past life is with the Oracle deck over here. Prayer, ritual, Reiki, we have wealth surrounds you, right? So wealth and abundance surrounds you at this time, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I love the Book of Revelations. The Book of Revelations is, the Book of Revelations was my favorite book as a child, where I have read that book inside and out. But as a kid, I used to love, like 6, 7 years old, I'm like, yeah, we're living in it. Don't you guys all see? We're in the Book of Revelations. And I've just been saying that since a child. Yeah, I love the Book of Revelations. My other favorite book was Ecclesiastes, where it's like, everything is meaningless. It doesn't matter. And that was also my favorite book. So prayer, ritual, we have Reiki. Some of you get in those prayers and rituals. Again, you know, when it comes to, especially you sensitive souls, and water signs are more sensitive than, and you know, not to say that they're more sensitive, but it depends where you have it in your chart. Water is just sensitive. And so get in the prayers and rituals. You know, it's your birthright to maintain a sovereign energetic field. And highest truth is you do not have to take even the collective's energy. You could say no. Saying no to the mental emotional field of others, etc. We do have Reiki here. Some of you could even benefit from Reiki, maybe some sort of cleansing, clearing session. You know, and that's the Pisces actually North Node. You know, especially for the Pisces, but it's for all signs. And I will say it's probably harder for someone who doesn't have water in the chart with the Pisces North Node, where it's saying, hey, the unseen really does affect you. Our energy is really affected by the things that we don't quite see, by spiritual energy. And so it's important to have spiritual, like say, cleanliness. It's important to have the spiritual discipline. And maybe for you it's prayer each and every day. Maybe it's the ritual. My crown tingles as I say that. For some of you, you have to cleanse your energy every day. I'm someone that I do it every single morning. You know, whatever it is for you, get that in with that Pisces North Node. It's really asking the collective to have that spiritual discipline. And wealth does surround you. We do have past life on the bottom of the deck. For Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, what is this past life here? Trust and faith. All right. And angelic energy over here. What do we have for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio on past life? What do we have for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio on past life? Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. You've done this before. You have done this before. And that's why this is all coming through. You know, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, this is for those of you, you are like the light workers, the leaders, the 144,000, the chosen ones. Now, some of you, you reincarnate every Pluto shift. And what's coming through specifically is for some of you, you always come at the beginning. Why? Because you anchor the first seeds and the first codes. You have spent time in Atlantis. And I will just channel this from Atlantis too. Why did Atlantis fall? Too much AI, right? Too much technology. Like, why can't we see Atlantis? We see Lumerial. We see all these different prophetic timelines. It repeats every 250 years, right? And for some of you, it feels like I'm talking to your soul. You know, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, where, yes, we're in Pluto and Aquarius first 20 years, but we can't help but have trust and faith because we've done this before. We understand that the world shifts are going to happen. Law of correspondence. If enough reality can be reflected, or Maya, right, illusion, can be reflected back to you, it must lead you home to your soul's truth and destiny. And that's what I'm seeing over here. Now, some of you also were a writer in a past life. We have scribe or writer. All right, I'm going to grab some tarot over here. Faith and peace. You need the 3 keys to that book. It's the blood of the lamb, yes. Hi, code searcher, how are you? Joseph, brother. Oh my gosh, my eyes not feel. Oh my gosh, your eye feels better? Yes. I love that. Oh, Tammy, miracles only. Put it in the comments below. Miracles only, always. Miracles only. I'm so happy that your eye now feels better. When you mentioned your eye, I thought of like Horus and Odin, where they lost an eye, but they lost an eye for wisdom. Blessings to your eye. I'm sending you prayers to your eye as well. Right now we're doing Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So it's going to be all water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. March 4th is your birthday. Yes, your eye is healing. Miracles only. Money only. Oops, miracles. I mean, there you go. That's a form of a miracle, right? Dictionary. Whatever it is also that God, like whatever God's will is for you. And there's no judgment of what that is, right? Wealth surrounds you here. Be open to the ways. And that's a Kali Ma card. There's a Kali Ma card that says she just loves you. Why would you deny her blessing? Why do you feel like you have to work for her to bless you, or like maybe God to bless you, right? Miracles only, always in the comments. Ideas of March, Divine Feminine Authority, I love it. All right, for the water signs collective, for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, why do we have the Light Priestess, Galactic Wisdom, Cosmic Ritual, Aurora's Garden, Beginning, Initiate, and Origin, Pyramid of Light, stepping the vibration deeper into love, Kali Ma, facing fear, Sanat Kumara, light activation. I will say, I am channeling to the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that you are the chosen ones. What do we have for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? Pyramid of Light, stepping the vibration deeper into love, Kali Ma, facing fear, Sanat Kumara, light activation, the Light Priestess, and Aurora's Garden. What do we have for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? We have the Death card over here, right? So this is a releasing of what no longer serves you. All right, let's see over here. Now, I will say there's a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius over here. Who or what is this King of Swords? Oh. How is the water signs related to the Queen of Wands and King of Swords? Someone from the past. You are releasing someone from the past over here. Interesting. It could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It could also be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is someone that is just no longer in alignment with your soul destiny. And that's why this is coming through. There's a transformation. There's a release of someone here. And I will say that's the energy of the collective, where there's just a lot of shifting when it comes to mission, purpose. I've seen a lot of people, you know, in the Fool card, fresh, brand new start, 9 of Pentacles, okay? So you're walking straight into wealth, into prosperity, into success, but it is taking a fresh and brand new start. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you know, lower, parallel, even say friendships, relationships, timelines are being released. I channeled something about 2 days ago that said, you know, there is a lot of truth when it comes to the people around us. We are also awakening to a lot of our own truths. And from there, we can finally see our highest potential. And that's what I'm seeing here. Now, why the Star card here for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? Why the Star card for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? We have Ace of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Pentacles here. And that is the law of correspondence, right? We have 3 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. So abundance is coming in for you. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you went through a big shift of the scene, right? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you represent the unseen. However, right? 4th house, 8th house, 12th house. However, there's things you had to see. And that's what's coming through. And my crown is tingling as I say that. There are things that you needed to see. Elijah, I'm a fool for love too. Hi, Thantis. My Libra high-level soulmate left me, and that's okay. Our God is a big God, yes. Our God is an awesome God, anyways, you know, where it happens, you know. And what is the collective energy doing right now? It's forcing us to evolve. We're in the year of the serpent, the snake. A serpent sheds its skin once a month, every 28 days. That's what this year is trying to teach us as humanity, where, hey, the people around you are going to shift and change. The world is shifting and changing. You are too. And that means that the only thing that's truly constant is change, you know? And so that's what I see here. The Star card, hope, faith, and trust. but having hope, faith, and trust as you dance, as you pivot between the two timelines, between maybe, you know, the lower parallel and the higher. Now my death card with the 10 of Wands here, my death card with the 10 of Wands, there were certain things that you had to let go of. The people, and for some of you, and you have the World card and the Sun card, so it does bring you, this is like a cleansing, clearing. Whenever you're watching this, it can be for you. Eclipse season, it's the Kura Kula energy. I say every eclipse season is Kura Kula. You release, you receive. Release, receive. And it's just feeling safe to pivot, right? Of the lower parallel and the higher timelines. Now what I see here is, if there's any conflict, it's because it was meant to happen. You know, we have the 5 of Wands here, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit will bring a conflict, sometimes to protect you, where it's like, no, that's not the highest. And so this is going to happen to release it. I love Jesus so much too. And yes, he did. He did. Jesus did. T. Mason, hear our voice, LOL. Going here is not a piece of paper to speak. Yeah, I'm so, I had to put the air conditioner back in. I don't know if anyone else lives in the Northeast, where it's like 60 degrees and then it's 90 degrees. So I had to put the air conditioner back in for today until the weather figures out what it's doing. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. A conflict is a cleansing. A conflict removes that of which is not in alignment with your highest truth and your highest good. Okay, now why the death card here? For water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You had to be released, okay? Devil card where it's just not your highest truth. Right over here. No, devil card doesn't mean that it's bad. It doesn't even mean that these people are bad, right? It can be just lower. It could be old. It could just not be in resonance, and that's okay. Devil, right? The devil card is lived spelled backwards. So what the devil card truly represents is, are you living in your soul's highest truth? And again, it's like not personal. It's just whenever there's a conflict, right? We have Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles is in it for the long run. Spirit protects you. Like that is love and protection. We do have Kali Ma here. Kali Ma she protects those that are pure of the heart. Not only that, but those that are pure of the heart, they hang on to Kali Ma energy close, you know, where it's like she's intense. Pure of the heart, they're going to hold on to her close. And then those, you know, that are maybe in fear or this or that, they flee. So for some of you, Kali Ma can resonate with you. Now I do see on the bottom of the deck, when it comes to all this energy, only good things. You know, now why the Knight of Wands with the Devil card here? Collective. I realized I didn't show my face earlier today too in the reading, where like I know my face sometimes shows the cards before I say it. Sugar, honey, ice, tea. But what does it turn to? Wealth surrounds you. Right over here. All right. Wealth surrounds you. And my crown is tingling over here. Judgment. It's trusting. It's having the hope, faith, and trust. Now beyond even eclipse season, again, it's like, oh, that chaos just happened. That conflict just happened. Boom, order. And that's the highest truth. Chaos to order. Ma'at, order, is the highest truth. In the midst of chaos in the world, especially again, you chosen ones, we have this, say, ancient remembrance. We have this mystery school remembrance because we've done this before. And so you got all this, death card, 10 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, conflict, where it's like those people, those things, those soul contracts, it's not going with you. Judgment, 10 of Pentacles. Comes right in, okay? And so it's having hope, faith, and trust. Understanding how energy works, where even when it's the negative, even when it seems negative, dark, even chaotic, you know how energy works. You are a walking alchemist. This relationship didn't work out. It's not going into the long run. Conflict, death card, 10 of Wands, judgment, boom. 10 of Pentacles over here. Hello, District. How are you? I got a few YouTubers in here now. We got hello. And then we have Emilgiano, my Hades brother. Kennel. Feel free to go check out his channel as well. He channels a lot of the prophecy through animals, which I find it very unique. And he has just such wisdom to share. So feel free to, he's also a Pisces, for you Pisces that watch. It's HB Kennel. Feel free to go watch him. And he's amazing with animals too. And we are now in Libra season. Yes, we are. I got the gift of Libra, high-level soulmate. Drinking Gatorade. Yes, HB Kennel. HB Kennel is a Pisces. Feel free to go follow him. I have animal communication. Yes, he was talking to my bird. My bird was like communicating with him. In District 13, blessings to you. Yes. All right, so you have Judgment, 10 of Pentacles. All right, where truly it's trusting. It's trusting. It's always chaos to order, and it's just understanding how these universal laws work. Oh my God, chaos, conflict. That's Maya. That's illusion. It has to turn to a 10 of Pentacles, right? You are a walking alchemist. All right, so judgment upon you. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, 10 of Pentacles. Despite this, whatever this is right here. Again, that conflict, they're not going with you. You got a 10 of Pentacles over here, all right? Now, what is the advice for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? What is the advice for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? Now, for some of you, cut the cords to your heart. 3 of Pentacles, so you may still be connected to someone. Cut the cords to the heart. That's what I'm seeing is like a pulling of like the heart over here. Again, it's your soul's highest truth. Now, I will say, for some of you, this is someone that you're not looking at, you don't see, or someone that's in separation or distance from you. Your highest truth is you, and I'm feeling Archangel Michael energy, you do not have to tolerate anyone's mental, emotional field at all. You do not have to tolerate the collective energy. You could say no to collective and world energy. I do not consent to feeling collective pain, collective trauma, etc. Now, what is this Knight of Swords for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, for the 3 of Swords and the Page of Cups? Yeah, what I see for some of you, clearing the heart space, like cutting the cords, where there's something pulling upon you. What's also coming through is the back of the heart. Again, feel free to join Venus codes. We're going to be actually talking about the heart space, higher heart alchemy, and more. In the Venus codes, it's only 55 USD. We're going to be meeting on October 18th, and you're going to be leaving with how to unlock your own Venus codes according to your astrology chart. So it's going to be very particular and unique to you of what your Venus codes are. Why 5 of Swords and the 8 of Swords here? Could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius over here. All right, or they could like have it somewhere in their chart. Now, you do have an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius over here. For some of you, cut cords with that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is what I'm seeing. Now, again, it doesn't have to be, though, that sign. You know, we have all different signs in our chart. They could just be embodying that energy. But water signs. Judgment, 10 of Pentacles. Death card, this, that, at the end of the reading. But the judgment after is the 10 of Pentacles. Alchemy. Now, we're doing water signs right now, but we are going to be doing some fire signs. So this is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Again, balance, right? It's like understanding universal laws, right? Understanding that because that happened, that has to happen. There has to be a balance, and that's just the universal truth. Yes, this is a collective reading for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So a lot of people have been asking me to do all signs. I'm going to be going live for the group of signs. So maybe Aries, Leo, Sagittarius next, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio right now. There's always Leo, Aries, Sag, where you tame the beast. Yeah. Skinny girl, grown woman. That's funny. Think of light and love and send good energy if you can or are able. My Cherokee Indian grandma. Oh, I love that. Eliza. Soul Brothers also texted me too. We got the whole soul tribe here. Hi, Blue. How are you? All right. So let's get in some advice. Let's get in some advice from just the oracle cards. And then I might go live and we might do some fire signs over here. Feel free to go check out the Patreon. We do have the Cosmic Blu-ray Mysteries that have been uploaded this week. Now we have the Venusian workshop in Temple Space that's open to all. If you are a Patreon member, workshops are always free. You're always invited. So if you're in Patreon, you get access to every workshop, no matter, you know, what the price is or anything. And when it comes to the Venusian, though, mysteries, we do have a workshop on October 18th. But we're going to be going over deeper the Venusian mysteries in the Patreon beyond what's going to be in the workshop. So feel free to join the Patreon. Has Aquarius already been done? Ah, I'm grabbing already another tarot deck. Let's grab one of these decks for some advice. Today is today a vibration of 9? What's today's date? What's today's date? I actually don't know today's date. Oh, we have love. Ponder what you want. We got a lot of cards, so let's just put this back. For some of you, you're being led to make a decision. All right. Divine. Oh, the 27th. Yeah, it is a 9 portal. So another completion over here. So another vibration of 9 today. Now, what do we have for water signs? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio for this reading of wood. You got Judgment, 10 of Pentacles upon your life, okay? So just put that even in the comments below. I am open and ready to receive my 10 of Pentacles. Whatever it is for you will be different, you know, for everyone. I am open and I am ready to receive my 10 of Pentacles. Now, what do we have for the water signs? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Heaven. Heaven. You can make a difference. There you go. Here is your heaven. My crown is tingling as I'm saying that too. I'm hearing the song, like Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd, where he says, I see heaven. All right, so heaven upon you. We have Judgment, 10 of Pentacles, heaven. And what's coming through is more of like a prophetic message. Again, I was saying that water signs, you are chosen ones here. For some of you, your name may be Jose, because I get the name like Jose. You're chosen one. You're the 144,000. You are here to live your soul destiny. You are here to help humanity with your soul mission, whatever that may be, because it's different for everyone. Now with the heaven energy, you're in this world, you're not of it. So like, of course it always works out for you. Of course, someone closes a door and 10 more open. Of course, it always works out for you. And it's like just adopting also that mindset where, yeah, I'm here, but I work for God. And for some of you, maybe this means something to you. I work for, listen, didn't the rapture happen? Or they say it every few years that the rapture is coming. And I think what that is like dogma provoking fear, when in reality, they're actually channeling the truth, but it's a timeline split. Are you choosing heaven? Are you choosing truth? Or the Maya, the fear of all these changes in the world? You belong to heaven, okay? You are here to anchor heaven on earth, which means that it doesn't matter, right? We could reincarnate during the first 10, 50 years of Pluto and Aquarius. We can have chaos in the world. You could even see the duality in your life. You work for God. You are here for God. And so it's always going to work out for you. Right? No, I don't care about that chaos. Order. Right? And that's what I see here. And so, like, again, it doesn't mean that. And as I say that, I see like Yeshua on the cross, and his final words were like, God, why have you forsaken me? When it came to the physical body, right? Where that's when he was really starting to feel it of like, oh, my physical body. You know, we're in this world. We are not of it. Right? And that's what I see here, where you do have beautiful things coming in. If you're going through anything, pushing through any duality energies, alchemize it. You are a walking alchemist. Chaos to order over here. Yes, I am here to anchor heaven on earth. Funny that we brought up the book of Revelations in the beginning of the reading. So we have heaven, the unstoppable power of heaven is here to protect you. This yang energy also symbolizes the sun, fatherhood, and creation. Now you can break through obstacles that were once too difficult to conquer. Pay attention to the northwest, the end of fall, which is actually, we just started fall. So end of fall, beginning of winter. So that could mean something to you. You know, maybe the end of fall, beginning of winter. Also, time is just illusion. Listen, in the midst of duality, you are still heaven on earth. And what I see was a whole bunch of crap. A whole bunch of Five of Wands, Death card, Ten of Wands, Judgment, Ten of Pentacles. You know, you are a co-creator. And again, it's not to say that you will not have some tests, trials, and tribulations. It's not to say that, again, it's like, as long as we are in these bodies, you could get a paper cut, right? So it's not to say that you're exempt from certain things. You're not of it, right? You alchemize it, etc. I'm going to grab just a few more cards. Now, what do we have? Sugar honey iced tea. Yeshua's coming through so strongly in this reading. Resurrection. Like, if you okay, liking it. Resurrection. Come back, rebirth and renewal. Book of Revelations. My crown is tingling. Now, we think of 144,000, right? In the Bible, the book of Revelations, it talks about 144,000. In Hinduism, 144,000 is when all of your petals, right, have opened, and the crown, you have become one with the Supreme Soul, right? That crown chakra has opened. You're in alignment with higher self. So in Hinduism, that's the true 144,000. We think of DNA, right, of like 12 strands, you know, so there's many meanings of 144,000, but resurrection, come back, rebirth, and renewal. Also, just, you're in this world, you're not of it. You are a bridge. All right, you can feel free to put it in the comments below. I am a bridge of God. I am a bridge of the heavens. I am a bridge. I am the frequency. We have truth. Okay, so truth, resurrection. Truth, revelation, understanding, confirmation of that soul star chakra over here. You are a bridge of truth in this world. You know, for some of you, again, you Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and it's just everybody. We are multidimensional beings, you know, and again, we chose to be here. We could remember that we're chosen, right? We're multidimensional beings. And in these crazy times and days of ages of change and evolution, we can call back our multidimensional remembrance, our multidimensional gifts, where no, we are not finite. We are infinite. We have access to infinite resources, this or that, right? You are a child of God. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you are a child. Truly, look at this. Truth, revelation, understanding, resurrection, come back, rebirth, renewal, heaven over here. You are a child of God. And that's not to say like that you're perfect or this or that. You know, for some of you, as I say that, I'm seeing the hand, like just a hand coming out of like white light. You know, you are held in the hand of God, whatever that means to you. I am a bridge of truth. Yes, of whatever your truth is, right? Like whenever I say that, I always imagine the rainbow ray. Thank you, HB Kennel. HB Kennel and I, he's a Pisces as well. Feel free to go follow him. He channels a lot of the prophecy through animals. He's so intuitive with animals as well. He really has a gift. We're going to be going live. Yeah, all being chosen means trials with setbacks, unfortunately. What's actually coming through is, I used to have a book here, The Children of the Law of One, Ra, the humble messenger of the Law of One. And it fell in front of like a soul brother of mine, and it fell and it opened to the book, I am Ra, this is correct. So I gave it to him, so I don't have it anymore. I'm like, I think you need to have this book. But I will say, feel free to go look it up. I believe it's volume 3, Ra, the humble messenger of the Law of One. And towards the end of the book, it describes the blue ray, but also even the path of Yeshua, where they say, hey, listen, Yeshua, like that was martyrdom, you know, etc. So maybe there's something there for some of you too. Someone says, I humbly request. I did channel recently too, where it's like, listen, y'all, listen, Linda, listen. If that happened to Yeshua with no internet, like, yeah, that happened to Yeshua with no internet. There was no phones, there was no internet, and they still gathered and did that. So it's also understanding chosen ones, like have the boundaries, 555 as I say that. Have a sovereign energetic field, remain in your truth. But I mean, if that can happen to Yeshua with no internet, no phones, we're in days and ages of a lot of information, right? And so that's just what's coming through over here too, is like understanding that our version of the Pluto change, which I wonder does anyone know? I don't have my computer in front of me. Where was Pluto in the day and age of Yeshua, Jesus, and Mary Magdalene? I wonder. Because we can do that, like go back to the time. Where was Pluto? I actually want to know that. So if anybody knows, feel free to put it in the comments below. Pluto and Aquarius, Aquarius is its structures, its technologies, it's the way that we think. Ruled by Uranus. Like we have a Pluto with Uranus energy right now. It's understanding there's a lot of just chaos, right? Change, etc. I want to do fire signs too. Maybe I will go straight to a fire signs reading for about 30 minutes or so. My ears are ringing. This is fun. I love it. We are in the shelter of the Most High. Yeah, I actually connect to animals that are not like the normal animals. I connect to animals, and I think it's a blue rose thing. The blue rose takes in those that are ostracized, suppressed, and oppressed. And so all of my animals are actually like adopted, but I have parakeets. I have a bearded dragon. I have 2 snakes that I saved. I saved both of those snakes, and they're really good. One's name is Sadiq, like Sid. And the other one is Osiris. I just fed them today. Thank you, HB Kennel. Wow, can talk to animals. HB Kennel, maybe we have to go live after this and talk about how to connect with animals. I was sharing with HB Kennel that, like we have animal guardians, so maybe for some of you, certain animals connect with you more. I've never had to bring, as soon as I hear my bird, I've never had to bring my animals to a vet, where I use Reiki light technology, and I've been able to heal all of them naturally. Where, like my bearded dragon, I was able to heal from something. I was given the bird, again, like I take in the animals that people don't want, and it's like, okay, I'll take them in. When I was given the bird, the owner didn't even realize the beak was so long, it was going into its neck. And I was like, okay, well now I have this bird, and then now I have to bring it to a vet too. And so for a week, I did light technology of like, I did Chokuray, right over here. I did different forms of light technology. And within 1 week, the bird broke off its beak naturally by itself and was back to chirping and being happy, And so we have such a connection to animals, all of us, and some of us may even have animal totems, like for me, it's serpents, So for me, a lot of serpent energy. I do have 2 snakes. Why should anyone be tested physically and spiritually? Life is the mystery school. God is the teacher, the initiator. Have any of you experienced any encounters from the spirit world? When it comes to testing physically and spiritually, I think sometimes it's to rise in consciousness, where it's not necessarily that, God or spirit wants us to like go through all these things, to rise in consciousness, where sometimes things can force us to rise in consciousness. Sometimes it's also like, hey, that's repeating to like not go near that energy, to not go near those things, etc. 2 fish, 2 fish, Pisces energy. I love you too. My dog was Achilles. I love it. Yeah, I connect with like lizards and snakes and things like that. Again, I think it's just a blue rose thing. The blue rose takes in those that are suppressed, ostracized, those that have been shunned. Like that's what the blue rose represents. So I'm like, oh, everybody else, shunned you, I'll take you in. And so that's like how I got all of my animals. They were all adopted. Exactly. Oh, your headaches just left you, Tammy. I love how this was like a healing session. Yes, let's get in like the violet flame of Saint Germain. And just really, and I feel like tingles on my crown as I do that. Oh, puppy. Gemini, Mary Magdalene, Yeshua the fish, yeah. I connect to birds and cats. I connect to birds. I connect to like serpents. Second chance he gives us to come back. Aww. I do readings. You can go to 144bluerosetemple.com. Animal healers, yes. H.B. Kennel's one. He's also a vet, but he does channel through animals on his YouTube page, and he's a Pisces, so feel free to go follow him. Oh, bunnies. I've thought about getting a bunny. I actually had a pet spider. Again, like I'm not a spiritual baddie, I'm a spiritual weirdo. Where like I've had a pet spider. I've had a pet frog. I had a pet scorpion too. Yes, it is. Everyone be healed now on this reading. I love that, Tammy. Yes, Cho Ku Rei. My uncle has a pet spider. I used to know I went to high school with, which like he's actually well known on TikTok, like hundreds of thousands of followers. He goes to all the reptile shows. I went to his house one day and he has spiders that are pink. Like he has blue, pink spiders. He has the exotic animals. I like exotic animals. I think again it's like I feel like people don't usually go for those animals and then they stay stuck like in pet stores and this and that. And so I'm like, well, nobody else likes them, so I'll take them in. Hi, the awakened reality. I just got the name Kate, so maybe for some of you, your name is Kate. Yes, you're going to watch the dog prophecy according to the Akashic records. Yes, H.B. Kennel. So if you go to H.B. Kennel's page, he did a dog prophecy, which when I saw it, I was like, you're channeling Hades, you know, which is from that, right? It's releasing the fear in the world where like, of course, there's a lot of changes, right? Of course, there's a lot of evolution. And so we could remain in the heart and we don't have to be in fear. You know, death and rebirth, it's safe. Death card is not the end. It's transformation, you know. Low-key want to pet hawk or crow. That's funny. I do have pet birds, actually. I just got another one. Hello, Krishwan. How are you? Second chance you come back as an animal, then yourself again. I love spiders. What a frog? No way. I want a frog, but that would be so cool. Yeah, I've had a frog before. I just like the weird stuff. I was that 6-year-old at the bus stop that was like, again, like I made it look very feminine, but I was the one with nails wearing pink, getting worms on the floor. I'm not a spiritual baddie. I'm a spiritual weirdo. Have a good day, Samuel. Yeah, well, this was fun. So I am going to be doing the live readings. A lot of people have been asking me for all signs, but I'm going to be doing them water, earth, fire, air, and I'm going to be doing them on live only. So feel free to catch us live. Feel free to put on the notification bell so you can know when the next one comes out. I will go, and there's a lot of people asking for fire signs. So I will be doing fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius next. So I'm going to be clicking off. I'm going to charge my phone as well, so the audio will be a little bit different. I'll turn off the air conditioner because it's finally not. Who taught the bird to talk? Yeah, my bird, it sings, and it sings at the right times too. But this one doesn't quite talk yet. Or I don't even think parakeets do talk. They're really fun to have. Like parakeets for me, since having them, it's been such a joy. You know, where you wake up in the morning and it's in your house, but you know, and like say, like I have plants in my living room where my living room is set up kind of like a temple. And so like you just sit and you hear the birds and it feels really nice. All right, but thank you for being here. Reminder that we do have the Venus workshop, temple activation. If you're on Patreon, on the Patreon members, Blue Rose Mystery School, you automatically get in for free for all workshops. It's only $55 USD. We're going to be going over the Venusian mysteries. You're going to get a Venusian activation, and I'm going to show you how to look in your birth chart of how to optimize and utilize your Venus at the highest potential for your soul mission and soul purpose. Yeah, so subscribe and then click on the notification bell so you can know when the next one. Oh, you had a parakeet that talked. I'm going to try to teach my parakeet how to talk and we'll see how it goes. I thought about bringing the birds in here, but they're very loud, the birds. And so it might be maybe too loud for the camera. I love it. But thank you for being here today. Expect, all signs. I'm only going to be going live for them. And we did just upload a Pisces reading, so feel free to go check it out. But I'm going to come right back on for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right? Bye for now. I'll see you all in just a few moments.